Welcome to our deep dive into how constitutional laws protect you. You might think you know your rights, but did you know that nearly 90% of Americans can't name all 5 freedoms protected by the First Amendment? That's right, freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. Here's another shocking fact: over 60% of Americans don't understand the basics of how government works. This lack of knowledge can lead to lost rights and missed opportunities to make a difference. In this series, we'll explore the blueprint of your rights, showing you how constitutional laws impact your daily life. We'll break down complex legal jargon into simple terms, and reveal strategies to engage in democracy effectively. Ever wondered how civil rights movements succeeded? Or how you can advocate for change today? We'll cover that too. Plus, we'll give you practical steps to protect your rights in any situation. Stay tuned as we uncover these important topics and empower you with the knowledge to stand up for your rights. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Cracking the Code, the Blueprint of Your Rights. First things first, what exactly are constitutional rights? Think of them as the rule book for our country. The Constitution outlines what the government can and cannot do. It's a big deal because it keeps our freedoms intact. Did you know the US Constitution is over 230 years old? Despite its age, it remains the backbone of American law. It has been amended 27 times to adapt to changing times. One unique aspect of our Constitution is the Bill of Rights. These are the first 10 amendments, added in 1791. They guarantee essential rights like freedom of speech, religion, and the press. Now, you might wonder, why should I care? These rights affect you every day. For example, the First Amendment protects your right to speak freely. Without it, expressing opinions could land you in trouble. Here's a fun fact: the Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches. So, if someone wants to search your home, they need a warrant. To understand these rights better, let's look at some strategies. One way is to read landmark Supreme Court cases. These cases interpret how the Constitution applies in real life. For instance, the case of Miranda versus Arizona led to the famous Miranda rights you hear in TV shows. Another great strategy is to stay informed about current events. Laws and interpretations can change. Keeping up with the news helps you understand how your rights might be evolving. Reading books on constitutional law can also be enlightening. A recommended read is The Federalist Papers by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. This book gives insights into the framers' thoughts when creating the Constitution. Engaging in discussions about these topics can solidify your understanding. Join online forums or local discussion groups. Talking with others can provide new perspectives and deepen your comprehension. Chapter 2: Power to the People, Participating in Democracy. Participating in democracy is more than just voting. It's about being active in the political process. Voting is crucial, but it's just the start. One surprising statistic: only about 55% of the voting-age population cast ballots in recent presidential elections. Imagine the impact if more people participated. You can make your voice heard in many other ways. Attending town hall meetings is a great start. Here, you can discuss issues directly with your representatives. Did you know that writing letters to your representatives can be effective? Politicians often pay attention to well-crafted letters from their constituents. Expressing your views can influence their decisions. Joining a political campaign is another way to engage. You can volunteer your time, make calls, or distribute flyers. Campaigns often need grassroots support, and your efforts can make a difference. Advocacy groups are also vital. These organizations work on specific issues, from environmental protection to civil rights. Joining one can amplify your voice and contribute to meaningful change. Have you heard of lobbying? It sounds intimidating, but it's basically advocating for certain laws. You can lobby by meeting lawmakers or even participating in online campaigns. Social media is a powerful tool for political engagement. Share information, join discussions, and raise awareness about important issues. It's a modern way to stay involved and reach a broad audience. If you want to go deeper, consider running for local office. Positions like city council or school board are impactful. They often deal with issues directly affecting your community. Education is key to effective participation. Understanding how government works can empower you to engage more effectively. Books like Democracy in America by Alexis de Tocqueville provide valuable insights. Chapter 3: Guardians of Liberty, Understanding Civil Rights Protections. Civil rights are the rights of individuals to receive equal treatment and not be discriminated against. These rights are essential to ensuring everyone is treated fairly. A fascinating fact is that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a landmark law. It outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Understanding civil rights can be complex, but let's simplify it. One strategy is to look at historical contexts. For example, the civil rights movement of the 1960s fought against racial segregation and discrimination. Landmark cases, like Brown v. Board of Education, are pivotal. This case declared state laws establishing separate public schools for black and white students to be unconstitutional. Did you know the Voting Rights Act of 1965 aimed to overcome legal barriers that prevented African Americans from exercising their right to vote? This was a major step forward in civil rights. Reading books about civil rights can provide deeper insights. The autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr. is a compelling read that offers a personal perspective on the struggle for equality. Another important strategy is understanding the role of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC. This federal agency enforces laws against workplace discrimination. Participating in civil rights organizations is a powerful way to engage. Groups like the NAACP have a long history of advocating for equal rights and can offer avenues for involvement. Being aware of current civil rights issues is crucial. Issues like LGBTQ+ rights and immigrant rights are ongoing battles that need public support and awareness. Engaging in advocacy can make a difference. You can volunteer, donate, or simply raise awareness about civil rights issues. Every bit helps in the fight for equality. Chapter 4: Decoding Legal Jargon, Making Sense of Complex Laws. Legal jargon can be daunting, but understanding it is essential to knowing your rights. Let's break it down into manageable parts. First, familiarize yourself with common legal terms. Words like plaintiff, defendant, and amendment are frequently used in legal contexts. Knowing these can help you navigate legal discussions. One effective strategy is to read simplified legal guides. Books like Law 101 Inches by J. M. Feynman are excellent resources for understanding basic legal principles in plain language. Did you know that nearly 80% of Americans struggle to understand legal documents? Simplifying these documents is crucial for greater public comprehension. Understanding how to read a legal document is a valuable skill. Look for the key elements: who, what, when, where, and why. These elements can help you grasp the main points. Using online legal dictionaries can also be helpful. Websites like Nolo offer definitions of legal terms in simple language. Another tip is to watch educational videos. Platforms like YouTube have numerous channels that explain legal concepts in an easy-to-understand way. Engaging with legal professionals can provide clarity. Don't hesitate to ask questions if you're unsure about something. Lawyers and legal aid organizations can offer valuable assistance. Joining study groups can also be beneficial. Discussing legal topics with others can enhance your understanding and retention of information. Did you know that many universities offer free online courses in law? These courses can provide structured learning and expert insights without the cost. Chapter 5: Championing Change, How to Advocate for Constitutional Reforms. Advocating for change is essential for a thriving democracy. Constitutional reforms often start with passionate individuals and groups pushing for change. One strategy is to understand the current issues and reforms being discussed. Keeping up with news and legislative proposals is crucial. Did you know that only 37% of Americans can name a single right protected by the First Amendment? Being informed gives you a solid foundation to advocate effectively. Join or support advocacy groups. These organizations work tirelessly to push for reforms. Groups like the ACLU and Common Cause are great places to start. Lobbying is a powerful tool for change. While it sounds intimidating, it's essentially advocating for your cause to lawmakers. You can lobby by meeting your representatives or even through organized letter-writing campaigns. A unique fact: the word lobbying originated from the British Parliament, where people would wait in the lobby to speak with politicians. This historical tidbit shows that lobbying has always been a direct way to influence policy. Using social media effectively can amplify your voice. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook are excellent for rallying support and raising awareness. Engage in conversations, share information, and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in public forums and town halls. These events allow you to voice your opinions directly to elected officials. It's a great way to make your concerns heard. Understanding the legislative process is also key. Knowing how a bill becomes a law helps you identify the best times to intervene and advocate for or against legislation. Reading influential books on advocacy can provide valuable insights. Rules for Radicals, by Saul Alinsky, is a classic that outlines strategies for community organizing and advocacy. Consider starting or signing petitions. Petitions can show lawmakers that there is significant public support for a particular issue. Many successful reforms started with grassroots petition drives. Chapter 6: Know Your Rights, Practical Steps to Protect Yourself. Knowing your rights is the first step to protecting them. It's essential to be proactive and prepared. First, familiarize yourself with your basic rights. Understanding the Bill of Rights and key amendments is crucial. These include your rights to free speech, a fair trial, and protection against unreasonable searches. An interesting fact, the Miranda rights, established in 1966, require police to inform suspects of their rights, including the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. This was a significant step in protecting individual rights during criminal proceedings. Keep a copy of the Constitution handy. It's a powerful tool to refer to whenever you need to clarify your rights. Many people carry pocket-sized versions for easy access. Another strategy is to stay informed about local laws and ordinances. These can vary widely from place to place, and knowing them can help you navigate everyday situations more effectively. Engage with legal aid organizations. These groups offer free or low-cost legal services to those in need. They can provide advice and representation if your rights are ever threatened. Did you know that about 80% of low-income Americans face legal issues without adequate legal help? Legal aid organizations play a crucial role in bridging this gap. Take advantage of educational resources. Many websites offer free courses and articles on understanding your rights. Websites like LegalZoom and FindLaw are excellent starting points. Attend workshops and seminars on legal rights. Many community centers and organizations offer these events. They provide a platform to learn and ask questions directly from legal experts. Another practical step is to document everything. If you ever feel your rights are being violated, keeping detailed records can be crucial. This includes writing down what happened, collecting evidence, and noting any witnesses. Connect with support networks. Joining groups that focus on civil liberties can provide support and resources if your rights are challenged. These networks can offer advice, solidarity, and legal assistance.